We are a veteran-founded public charter middle school in Buffalo, New York. We're called Buffalo Creek Academy. We had everything planned to open our doors in the fall of 2020. And then the pandemic hit. All the lockdowns occurred, and we thought to ourselves, well, if we can't bring our students to us, we'll bring the material to them. We rented U-Haul trucks. We delivered every child their desk, their chair, their computer, a Wi-Fi hotspot, a privacy backdrop, and we started recruiting them by going to public spaces, compelling parents to bring their students to our school, assuring them that we would provide all the material required, and our students would come, the parents would see the material, they'd speak to our staff, and we'd sign them up. And this is how we were able to start our program and recruit students in the midst of the pandemic in 2020. And this is truly how we started. We started as a remote school that provided all the material required to learn, and we would bring all the material directly to their doorstep. We also purchased 2 vans so that we can deliver breakfast and lunch to every child to ensure that everyone had their uniform shirts, their learning material, and their food. With all of the chairs and desks being sent home with our students, we had to ensure that our teachers had the best equipment necessary to provide high quality instruction for our students. So we purchased studio equipment and lighting, and as amateurs, we constructed what we called teaching studios. Each teacher had their own individual studio where they could provide instruction as though their students were sitting right in front of them, with all the lighting, audio, and camera equipment required. And let's just say it took Buffalo by storm.
This is kind of the future of teaching. It feels like this setup here, this is how teaching.
Buffalo Creek Academy is now open on Main Street
at Buffalo Creek Academy started classes.
Leaning into the concept of remote learning by changing the traditional classroom.
Changing the traditional classroom into a teaching studio. So Buffalo Creek Academy classrooms are complete, as you see here, with studio lighting, computers, Wi-Fi, and a video camera. The goal was to make sure the students had a brightly lit and distraction-free virtual learning experience.
Buffalo Creek Academy is in its second week of school tour and instead bought 2 vans to deliver a desk, Chromebooks, and supplies to every child's home, including a privacy backdrop attached to the student.
And I want to make a mention, people are probably seeing Casey. He's the guy behind the camera. Wave hi, Casey. He's showing us this up-close look, so that's why you see it, so you can kind of see
teaching studio, and all the classrooms at Buffalo Creek Academy are like this. They're complete with studio lighting, computers, Wi-Fi, and a video.
We've come a long way since then. We've since moved into our building. We've graduated 2 classes of 8th graders, the class of 2023 and the class of 2024. Many of them started with us as online or hybrid students. They finished our program. They graduated, many of them with very high accolades, and they competed for competitive high school programs. We are in our 5th year of operations. Our first 2 years were remote or hybrid. This is our 3rd year as a full-blown brick-and-mortar middle school. We have an outstanding program for our students. When they walk through our halls, they see faces and read words from people from all over the world, all over the country, with very diverse perspectives, diverse backgrounds. Some of the faces you see adorning the halls of many different schools, and some you don't. But we want to ensure that our students, when they walk through our hallways, they are motivated by the words of people who have accomplished so much for our country and who have a voice and have a perspective that I believe our young people need not be excluded from. Our country has come a long way, and we have a long way to go. And we are building them to be leaders of tomorrow by acknowledging the past and building them up so they could be the ones to build our future. We have a Civil Air Patrol cadet program that's tied to our school. Our students are exposed to STEM programs like robotics, rocketry, electromagnetics. They get to learn different aspects of STEM and apply that. They're into aerospace education, where they get to actually co-pilot single-engine aircraft and practice on flight simulators right on our campus. It's an Air Force-based program where our students get a chance to wear the uniform. They get to proudly walk through the community and region carrying our national colors, wearing the uniform properly. And these are young people. These are students between 5th and 8th grade. They march in parades. On a weekly basis, they help the Rotary Club of Buffalo open the meeting with the pledge and a prayer and a color guard. They could be seen supporting community events all across the city of Buffalo. At the Buffalo Naval Yard, they're there for Veterans Day and 9/11 ceremonies. Our after-school programs are invigorating and engaging, piques their interest, sports that they're into, keeps them motivated. We have basketball teams. We have a esports gaming team where our students can safely come, play, engage with each other, fellowship with one another. We have engaging events for them after school where they get a chance to come together and have a good time. Every year, our students, they do fundraisers. One in particular is our Education for All campaign, where they do car washes and bake sales, and they raise money for our Education for All campaign in Ghana, Africa. We are a Cambridge International School, and this is a part of our Global Perspectives curriculum. The proceeds from the fundraiser are used as a part of our Buffalo Creek International project, where we sponsor the tuition, uniforms, and meals of students in Ghana, Africa, for a school that we've established partnership with. We sponsor after-school material and programs for these students. These students are the same age as our students here in Buffalo. The impact they have on other students will exist well beyond their time here at Buffalo Creek Academy. When our students do move on, we work hard to ensure that they are accepted into the high school of their choice. Each year we have multiple high school fairs where we bring some of the top private and charter high schools in the region right here to our cafeteria. And our students are able to have conversations, interview with, and seek further information from the recruiters and even current students at the schools. As a result, many of our students have already been accepted to their choice high school well before they're done with the 8th grade. And we have these fairs for our 7th graders and for our 8th graders to ensure that they have plenty of time to think about where they would like to attend high school. As a 4-year middle school, we have plenty of time to work with our students to prepare them for their 4 years of high school. We want to ensure that when they leave us, they go into an environment similar to our own, one that is focused on their success, one that is going to provide them opportunities to excel, outlets for their gifts, and challenges for their intellect. This approach has worked, and as a result, many of our alumni have gone on after graduation into their choice high school. One of our biggest challenges has been student recruitment because we recruit from the east side of Buffalo, but we are located in the old First Ward area of Buffalo. But thanks to a state-sponsored housing project being built right next to our school, we will soon welcome hundreds of new families to our community and many new students to our school. We are Buffalo Creek Academy, where we say, sharpen the mind and carve the path.